My name is Mukami. I am a mother, I am a business person, and I'm also running a foundation that supports families with premature babies and maternal mental health. My pregnancy journey was not easy. I conceived triplets, so it was difficult from the start with bleeding, fatigue, a lot of vomiting. So I was put on bed rest early on, I think the first month. And it continued like that up to when I got an early labor at 28 weeks. And that's when I delivered. They were about 1 kg each and very small. They were not ready, so they had to be put in the incubators. They had to be put on life support to just help them gain the weight and the strength to survive. There were 2 boys and 1 girl, and we spent 3 months in hospital. And unfortunately, we lost the girl, and we lost one of the boys. We lost the girl about two days after birth, and due to prematurity complications, and we lost the boy 3 months after birth. So we left the hospital with just 1. You've seen him running around. He's now 5.5. And yeah, and we're happy that he's healthy, he's playful. His milestones are a bit delayed if you gauge him with a child-born term, but we say that you don't compare children, so he's doing very well for his age and what he has been through. Yeah, so it was a very difficult journey, just staying in hospital, watching your baby not make it. It was not easy. And then also being in a hospital environment, we were with other moms whose also babies were weak. Some of them did not make it, some of them made it. So it was a very overwhelming feeling, even in the hospital itself. The nurses, the doctors were very nice, and yeah, we still continue to support, because during that time is when I realized there was a gap, and the gap was mostly about information and knowledge, that most people don't know what to do, how to react. And the reason why they are preemie babies is because of medical advancement. Because before, you'd give birth at that age and it would be considered as a miscarriage and the baby would not be saved. So now that we're seeing more preemie babies survive, it means that medical services have improved, our interventions have improved, now that we can be able to actually see even a 24-weeker baby survive. So it means that we have advanced as a country, even as the world, like we have advanced in terms of medical interventions for such children. Yeah, it was very difficult because definitely you're prepared for 3. So even shopping, you've done 3 baby coats, you've done 3 of everything. So 3 outfits. So coming to now, coming back home and you just have the 1 child, it's very difficult. And you wonder, should I give them out? Should I throw them away? Should I keep them? What does keeping them mean? What does letting them go mean? Does it mean I've given up? It was a lot of emotions that we are still dealing with them up to today. I cannot say that we still have a few things that we have not let go, because also it takes a while to process that. Yes, I had a good support system, my family, of course, my husband, and the only thing is that they also don't know what to do to support you. So it's a bit of like a gray area for all of you. You yourself, you don't know what you need to be supported because you don't understand what you're feeling. They also don't know how to support you because they've also never been in this situation. So that's the reason why we're spreading awareness and telling you, okay, if you have a family member going through this, do this, because sometimes people simply just don't know, and when they don't know, they can't offer the best support. And then now you have people being insensitive, but not really intentionally insensitive. It's just they don't know better, you know. Yeah, so it's good for us to keep ourselves educated, to keep ourselves informed, to listen to. There's a lot of information on YouTube, on these social media platforms, on how to support people who have gone through grief, who have going through postpartum depression, who are going through so many things. So it's not only like we use them for just fun and, you know, like let's use that information that is out there. That feeling of nothing better is going to come by. Everything is just lost. Fatigue, a lot of sleep and overeating, and then not being able to function on the day-to-day. You know, like you're supposed to wake up, you know, your functions in the house, cook, clean, maybe even go to work. So you're not able to function within society. Whatever you do, whether you're a housewife, you're not able to do your house chores. If you're a working mom, you're not able to go and work. Even simple things like even doing something for your child, you find it difficult, and it has to be prolonged. I'm not saying once in a while you feel lazy, like you just want to have a lazy day in the house, not that, like prolonged times, you know, like sense of hopelessness, prolonged, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then this is not you. Like when you stop doing what you love. There are people who love running, there are people who love walking, there are people who love going out, there are people who love their jobs. Like there are people now, when you stop loving what you do and you find it, you feel uninspired. Those are some of the signs of postpartum depression, and also depression itself. But now with postpartum depression, it affects mothers who have just had babies, and it might take long to manage. It might take 2 or 3 months depending on your environment. And then of course there's anxiety, crying, thoughts of self-harm, and also it might also go to thoughts of self-harm for the baby. Like you feel you don't want this baby around you, you feel like you can just throw them away, you feel they're taking too much from you. And unfortunately it doesn't stop. I think even our mothers up to today feel somehow like that. So mommy guilt is something that you have to work on. Even today, like sometimes when you go out and you're working all day, you come home at night and you find your baby is asleep, you still feel those moments of mom guilt. But this is extreme. Like it's more of, you want to even remove the baby from the existence because you feel like they're making you into someone you're not. And remember, your body has changed. You feel like the baby is taking too much from you. Yeah. So you first of all, it's okay to share. But you know, now when we share, and sometimes you even don't want to breastfeed your baby, then people are telling you, if you don't breastfeed, this baby is going to die. Then probably you're thinking, if they die, that will be even better because I'll stop feeling the way I'm feeling. So people become a bit insensitive instead of really just also allowing you time to heal, because everyone is focused on the baby, that no one is focused on the mother. And sometimes you wonder, you're feeling a certain way, is your love, your energy enough to keep the both of you, you know? Yeah. So at this point, your baby is dependent on you, but you're losing a grip on life. So sometimes you wonder, am I enough for myself and for this baby?
And there's also comparison.
Yeah.
They're happy, things are going on, but you was losing yourself in the process. It must have been tough.
It's very tough, and it takes a while, and sometimes you actually, not sometimes, most times you need medical intervention. Like it's okay to just go and see a counselor, a therapist, to see a psychiatrist to help us process our emotions. So the first thing I always advise, when you have these symptoms or you see your relative, your friend, like one of the other signs of postpartum depression, and even depression itself, is isolation. So you stop picking calls, you stop answering calls, you come. So I usually say, like, when you notice your friend, your family, or even yourself, you feel like you haven't been out for a while, it's okay to just talk to a friend or reach out, or even just show up to your friend's house and announce. You know your friend's house, you tell her, let's go out, let's. And then a medical professional is important, so that you're also not overdiagnosing or also like jumping the gun or also taking things too lightly. So it's okay to see like a psychiatrist, a therapist, a psychologist to just help you process the emotions and to help you now diagnose the problem, so that depending on the severity, you can either do counseling, you can have medication, you can even be admitted to help you if you're having serious thoughts of self-harm for you and your baby. Because at the end of the day, we have to protect both of you. You begin to appreciate what you have, the people around you. You begin to have a deeper sense of feeling. You feel more, you're more empathetic. It's probably, you can never really go back to the person you were before death. And so I feel for me, it has helped me to be more empathetic, to feel more, to look at life beyond the superficial. For new moms, I would really tell them to take it easy, to find someone they can talk to whenever they're feeling overwhelmed, and also to remind them that whatever they're doing is enough for themselves and for the baby, and that you give what overflows from your cup. So you have to keep refreshing yourself, keep refilling yourself. I speak of like self-care. Take care of your body, take care of your heart, take care of your soul, take care of your mind. Drink your water, eat your food. Sometimes it's okay to ask for help. Tell someone, just I've fed the baby, they're okay for 2 hours, let me just take a walk, just to refresh your mind. You can go and have a coffee somewhere. If you're not able to leave your baby, you can have your friends come over and they can laugh with you kidogo, and it lightens up the mood. You can read, if you believe in God, you're a Muslim, read your Bible, read your Quran, do what you need to do to fill yourself spiritually. Watch nice movies when you have time, if that's your thing. Read a book, you know, just take it easy. Find time to rest, because you need yourself as well, you know. Like, it's not only the baby who needs you, but you also need yourself. And whenever you feel overwhelmed, it's okay to feel overwhelmed. Most of us do. So reach out to someone, even a neighbor, even on Facebook. You know, sometimes I get messages from moms and they're like, oh my God, like I'm feeling so overwhelmed. And then I'm like, okay, let's go slowly. And then is it possible for you to just leave your baby for an hour, take a walk, go and grab something and come back? It refreshes, because also not everyone has the luxury of having nannies and people who are there for them, but once in a while, because at the end of the day, the baby needs you. And of course, watch out for these symptoms that we've mentioned, and when they arise, just make sure you see a medical practitioner and they're able to help you through the process.